I
What, Alfonso? So again, good evening once again. It's another rainy Tuesday evening.
yes.
So it's raining once again. So the heat index temperature earlier was about 40 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
So it is actually, yes, it's actually very hot. And take note, considering the heat of the weather earlier, but I decided to walk from school to our house. It
Oh,
is more or less about 500 meters from my school to our house. Okay, so good evening once again. So we will have our lesson which will be focused solely on the writing. Okay, on writing. So I
okay.
have here some PowerPoint presentation wherein I was able to grab it from the internet. So I will not take credit about this one, but I will have to tell you where did I get this um
Oh,
PowerPoint presentation. Okay. So the
English.
first things foremost is that when we are talking about writing, there are so many different topics with which we need to discuss considering the writing lessons. First things foremost is that we are actually going to find the error within the sentences. Last time I was able to, for all those who are my students last time, such as Alfonso, Tristan, who else? Shitya, Hani, Inda, they are those students with whom I was able to teach them regarding the sentences, right? Types of sentences, what are the subject and the verb, something like that. So we were able to make a sentence, right? We were able to make sentences wherein we are going to find the errors in it. So when we are going to discuss about writing class, uh, when you talk about writing, what actually comes into your mind? When you talk about writing, the first thing that comes to my mind is actually to write something, to write a story, to write a paragraph regarding something like that. So when we are going to write a story, when we are going to write a sentence, then we need to consider the errors, right? We must first correct the errors within the sentences. Okay, but before we are going to proceed with this lesson, I will have to go back again to the sentences before we proceed with this one, okay? Okay, who can still remember? Who can still remember the lessons that we had before regarding the sentences? So I will have to check this one. What are those things that you remember when we talk about sentences? Huh? Anyone? Hello? What are those things with which we actually was able to discuss before in terms of subject and the verb agreement, something like that, regarding the different tenses or whatever. When you make a sentence, okay, when you make a sentence, what are those things that you need to look for in order for us to determine that the said sentence is actually a legit sentence? Meaning legit, there is no error in it. What are those that you need to at least consider when writing sentences? Anyone? Hello?
Maybe about pronunciation.
Pronunciation? What else? Aside from that, the first thing that you need to consider when we are going to make sentences, is it about pronunciation already? What do you think?
Topic. Topic.
Topic? Okay, what else? Aside from the topic, when you are going to create a sentence, what are those things that you need to look for? What are those that is actually needed in a sentence? So that you may say that the sentence that you were able to make is actually a correct sentence.
Subject.
Subject, very good. What else? Aside from subject, what else do you need to consider?
Object.
Subject and what?
Object.
Object? Is it object, subject and object? Okay, what else? Aside from subject and object. What else?
Maybe verb.
Verb. Very good. It is actually verb. Okay, sentences. When writing sentences, remember last time, when writing sentences, we need to consider the subject and the verb. The content of the sentence should have a subject and a verb, because if there is no subject or there is no verb in that sentence, then it is not considered as a complete sentence. Remember? Those are the things that you need to look for when we are going to make sentences. Remember that one? Okay. But before that, I will have to proceed with remember the nouns. So that some of you, especially the new students, such as Leticia, Daraka, Bethany, who else? Who else are new here? Orlowado, and Nayaka. Right? Wait.
Saya Orlando, Miss. Bukan, I am Orlando. Not Orlando.
Orlando, because look at what you have written on your, wait.
His name is Orlando.
Yeah, right?
I am gonna change.
That is why, Orlando, that is why, sorry if I actually, I read it wrong, because that is what you have written on your, yes, on your name. Okay, let me say, have this one first. So we will go back to this one as part of the review, okay? As part of the review. So for all those who know this already, do not be, what is that? Please do not be bored, right? Don't get bored, because we are simply going to discuss this one. Just discuss as a sort of review. So subject, verb, agreement, that is actually what is needed in a sentence, right? So the subject and the verb agreement. So look at this. A subject is actually a person or a thing, right? Alfonso, Tristan, Inda, Daraka, Orlando, teacher Shamira, table, computer, cell phone, what else? Those are the subject. Okay? This is usually placed as in the first part of the sentence. He is actually a third person. Same with they is actually a third person also. Verb is actually an action word. That is a word with which that makes an action, such as talking or talk, run, watch, what else? Write, read. Those are verb or an action word. And then object is a noun or a pronoun or a noun phrase in which a verb performs an action. Okay? So subject and object just like is almost just the same, right? The difference is that the subject is usually placed on the first part of the sentence, while the subject, it actually is a noun or a pronoun or a noun phrase on which a verb performs an action. Okay. So subjects can be singular or in plural form. When you say singular form, how many students are we talking about? Singular. How many students? When we say singular?
One.
Only one.
One.
Only one.
Only one. Yes, only one. Plural means more than what?
One.
More than one. So two or more. So that will be considered as plural. So take note when we talk about singular, what can you notice from the different examples of singular? What are those that you notice from the examples of singular? Girl, boy, student, mother, school, pencil.
The singular is not used with s. The plural.
Yeah. So when we talk about singular, the subject doesn't have most of the time it doesn't have an s. Plural means two or more. Take note the examples: girls, boys, students, mother, schools, pencils, glasses. So those subjects actually has already an s at the end of the word. So singular subjects. So these are the cases or the different rules regarding the subjects, such as the singular subject and the plural subject. When we talk about singular subjects, I asked you about earlier, according to Johnson, there is no S, okay, from the singular subject. So we do not place an S at the end of the word. And but if we are going to, take note, if we are going to make a singular subject using singular verb, what will happen? What will happen to the verb? What will happen to the verb when we are talking about a singular subject using a singular verb? What will happen to the verb? Is it still the same? We don't usually add S also. What do you think? When we are actually going to write a letter or a sentence using the subject and the verb, how do we make the verb become singular if we are actually talking about a singular subject? What will happen to the singular verb? Look at the examples. What happens to the singular verb?
Add S.
We
Or
add S. Very good. We add S. So earlier, according to the examples, right? These examples are actually for the subject. The subject, when we talk about singular subject, the subject doesn't have an S. For the plural subject, the subject actually has an S at the end of the word. Wherein, when we talk about a singular subject using singular verb, what happened to the verb is that the verb, when we talk about a singular subject, the verb will have an S at the end of the word. So gives, helps, writes, draws, speaks, discusses. These are all singular subject. For example, the girl writes a letter. So what is our subject? Our subject is actually girl. And girl, we all know that girl is actually a singular subject. Therefore, we must also use a singular verb. So these are the things that you need to consider when you are going to write a sentence or a paragraph or a story. We all started with as one sentences before we can proceed with a very long story. So that is why when we are going to talk about writing classes, we must also always look for the errors. We must always look for the errors. The errors can be in a form of a spelling. The errors can be in a form of a grammar. Okay? The errors can be in a form of the verb that you have used, wherein it actually doesn't correspond with the subject that you actually use in the sentence. So those are the things that you need to consider. So in this case, according to the rule, when you are going to use a singular subject, you must also use a singular verb. The question is, how do we make a singular verb? By making a singular verb, or by using a singular verb using a singular subject, the verb, we will put an S at the end of the word. We will put an S at the end of the word. It is not just S, but we can also use ES. S or ES. Okay? And then plural subjects. Use plural verbs or the base form of the verb. What do you mean by base form of the verb? For all of those students of mine before, what do you mean by base form of the verb? You know that one already. What do you mean by the base form of the verb? Inda. When we talk about base form of the verb, okay, when we talk about plural verbs, when we talk about a plural subject using a plural verb, we will actually use the base form of the verb. What does it mean?
One.
One? No?
No.
Good try. What else? Base form of the verb. Tristan. Where is Tristan? What do you mean by base form of the verb? What? Noel, what do you mean by base form of the verb? Nobody knows? When we talk about base form of the verb, it is actually the original verb. It is actually the original verb wherein it doesn't have an S at the end of the sentence. For example, dive, help,
You just
write.
joined, Miss. You just joined. Noel.
Noel, yes. Okay. But Noel already knows this one because these are the previous lessons that we had, right? So, when we talk about base form of the verb, these are the verbs with which it is actually the original form of the verb, such as dive, help, write, talk, read, draw, speak, discuss, what else? Teach. These are all the original form of the verb, or it can also be called as base form of the verb. So when we're talking about the plural subjects using plural verb, take note, the subject, we place an S, okay? We place an S for the subject because we are actually talking about a plural subject. And then what happens to the verb is that we will use the original form of the verb or the base form of the verb, which is actually a verb wherein it doesn't have an S at the end of the word. Okay? So that is actually what it meant by base form of the verb. So just think about this one. Singular subject, singular verb. Singular subject has an S while singular verb doesn't have an S. Plural subject has an S while plural verb doesn't have an S. You just simply have to make a strategy wherein that it should never be the same that a subject has an S and a verb has an S, or a subject doesn't have an S or the verb doesn't have an S. So most of the time you are simply actually just alternate. Consider that a singular subject doesn't have an S, therefore since it doesn't have an S, the verb that I'm going to use therefore will have an S. If I'm talking about a plural verb, the subject will have an S, therefore the verb will not have an S. That is how you are going to think about when you make a sentence. Actually, if you simply listen to yourself, for example, Alfonso read, okay? Alfonso read a story. So again, I think there is something wrong with my sentence. So I will have to try another one. Alfonso reads a story. So among the two sentences that I was able to make, which do you think is actually the correct one? Something like that. So you can actually, by yourself alone, you can actually see the difference, or you can actually when you listen to it, you can think that, oh, it sounds awful. So this is much better, something like that. So most of the time, by your own judgment, you can see that, okay, so I already know how to make a sentence just because by the rule of the subject-verb agreement, using the subject-verb agreement. Okay, so these are examples. He gives a gift. He is a singular subject. Gives is a singular verb. The give, which is the original base form of the verb, we place an S at the end. So he gives a gift. Give is actually the object, right? And then the boy gives a gift. The difference among the two is that, okay, look at this. The subject here doesn't have an S, while the verb here has an S. Okay. Okay. So just the same, this is the third subject. What do you mean by that? The first person, this is the third person, he, right? The boy is also a third person. So most of the time, this is applicable for third person. When you talk about a first person such as I, it doesn't apply to that one, okay? So this actually is being applied to the third person. When you talk about the second person, which is you, it is also not applicable to second person, but it is only applicable to third person. So the first person is I, the second person is you, and I think it's they. So the third person will be he, she, it, something like that. Okay, next. He eats bananas. He is a singular subject. It is actually a singular verb. This one, two or more. So there are actually two kids, a girl and a boy. They eat a banana. They is actually a third person. They eat a banana. Okay. The kids eat a banana, which is also another third person. So these are another more examples. I hope the new students will be able to understand this one. If you cannot understand, simply ask me, okay? Some of those who already has the idea, Noel, Nicolas, Shitya, Inda, Alfonso, and Tristan, they already know this one. The people buy fruits and vegetables. Buy, what is buy? Is it a singular subject or plural subject? I mean plural, singular verb or plural verb? Buy.
Plural verb.
Plural verb. Jumps. What is jump? Singular verb or
Singular.
plural verb?
Singular.
So in order for you,
Singular.
yes, it's singular. If in order for you to determine the verb, look at the subject. Okay, just look at the subject. Take note based on the examples. Usually the subject and the verb is actually just side by side, right? They are just simply side by side. Subject first before the verb. So jumps. Look at the subject. Okay, man is actually a singular subject. Therefore, this must be singular verb. You eat dinner now. This is what I'm telling you all about earlier. It is actually what? Is it singular subject or singular verb or plural verb? What do you think is this one? You eat dinner now. So you is actually a second person, right? You is actually a second person. So when we talk about the second person, we actually do not look upon these verbs. The verb is actually simply as the original verb. When you use the second person, the verb that you are going to use is that the original verb. Okay? She is a third person. Therefore, the verb that I used is actually a singular verb wherein that verb actually has an S at the end of the word. Okay? I is a first person. So when you look at this, I touch the ground. Touch is actually the verb wherein I did not place an ES at the end of the word because this actually is not applicable to the subject-verb agreement. The subject-verb agreement with which we talk about the third person, it doesn't actually apply to the rule wherein when we talk about a singular subject, we must place or put an S or an ES at the end of the verb in order for the verb to become singular. Okay? You understand?
Yes.
Okay. Is Mark present? I think I was not able to see Mark. Is he here?
I don't know.
I cannot hear him. Maybe he's not here. Okay.
Yeah, he's not here. Yeah, he's not here.
Okay.
He's not here.
He's not here?
Yeah, I check all the participants. He's not here.
He's not here. Most of the time he's here. No, but he will actually
no, Mark.
Talk, right? He will talk and he will cooperate. That is why I am actually asking you if Mark is here, which is actually quite good that he is always participating. Okay, so look at this. You know this one already. I know that we have been able to have some quizzes about this one. And most of you, you get a perfect score on this one. Okay, for example, the number 1. We talk about the subject-verb agreement here. Okay, look at this. Number 1, who would like to read? Number 1.
Me.
Okay, me. Is that Nicholas?
Yes.
Okay.
The parent cook or cooks the food.
Okay. So what should we use? The verb cook or the verb cooks?
Cook
Cook. But why? Parents is what?
is plural.
Plural. Because when we talk about parents, it is consist of a mother and a father. So that is,
Father.
yes. So this is actually a plural subject. Very good, Nicholas. Number 2, who would like to read number 2? Who would like to volunteer for number 2? Ah,
Alfonso.
Alfonso. Okay, Alfonso, go.
They helps the poor people.
Okay.
The answer is help
Help. Why?
because
What?
they is plural.
Because they is plural. Very good. Number 3, who would like to answer number 3 or read first number 3 before answering? Number 3. Who would like to answer that one? Daraka, would you like to answer, Daraka?
Sure, miss.
Okay, number 3.
The girl smells the flower.
Read first. Read first the choices. The girl smells the flower before giving me the correct answer.
Okay. The girl smells the flower.
Okay, so what should be the correct verb?
Smell.
Huh? What should be the correct verb?
The smell one.
The one with the S or the one without the S?
Without S.
Without S. Okay, without S. So, for all those who are listening, do you think Daraka was able to give me the correct answer? How about Leticia? Leticia, I think Leticia has been with me before. If it is the same Leticia, right? Can you please open your cam, Leticia? You are with me before or you are new? Are you a new student, Leticia?
No?
No, you are with me before, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I think you know this one. Number 3. So it was actually being answered by Daraka. What do you think? Was Daraka able to give me the correct answer or what? Where is Leticia?
Smell?
Yes. What do you think is the correct answer? I think Leticia is no longer with us, right? Okay, how about Bethany? How about Bethany? Bethany. Bethany, can you open your camera? Yeah.
Yes,
Are you new student or the old student?
old student.
Old student. So you are with me before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Your name is really Bethany, right?
No.
So what is
My
your
name my name is Bethany.
okay. So what do you think is the answer for number 3?
Smell?
Ah?
Smell
With the S or without the S?
with down S.
Without S. Okay. Okay. I will have to ask you, what is girl? Is girl singular or plural?
It's singular.
Singular. Very good. So what, according to the rule regarding the subject-verb agreement, when we talk about the singular subject, how do you make the singular, how do you make a singular verb? Honey, how do you make a singular verb? Earlier, we discussed it earlier, right? So how do you make a singular verb according to the subject-verb agreement that we, the rule regarding this one? Anyone? Okay, who knows the correct answer for this one?
Smell. With
Smell
S.
with S. Why is it with S, Shitya?
Because it's singular subject.
Because it is what? It is a, what is our subject? Singular or plural?
Singular.
Plural? Is girl a plural subject?
No.
So, okay, I will give you a chance. What is your answer? Is it smell or smells?
Smell.
With the S or without the S?
With the S.
With the S. Okay. Why we use the subject, the verb with the S? What are we talking about? We are talking about the girl. What is a girl? Is it singular or plural?
Singular.
Plural.
The student. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Wait,
Eh,
number
what
three,
is-
right? Number three, right?
Yeah,
Number
number 3. Yes.
The
What is-
girl.
What is girl? Daraka. What is a girl, Daraka? Is it singular or plural?
Me.
Singular. Singular.
Plural?
Singular.
Singular.
Singular. Okay, very good. Girl is singular. So
Singular.
by making the verb becomes singular, according to the rule, I'll go back to the rule, okay? To make the verb become singular, look at this. We place an S or ES. We place an S or ES. Therefore, for this one, okay? For this one, wait. I cannot see my mouse. For this one, since we are talking about a singular subject, then we are also going to use a singular verb. So how do you make the verb become singular? By simply adding S or ES. Therefore, the correct answer for number 3 is that the girl smells the flower. The girl smells the flower. You understand it now, Daraka? I think you just got confused earlier, right? You just got confused. Same with Shitya. I know you know the answer, but maybe you just got confused. Okay, again, when we talk about a singular subject, we are also going to use a singular verb. The question is that, how do you make a singular verb? By making a singular verb, the original base form of the verb will have an S or an ES at the end of the word. Will have an S or ES at the end of the word. So smell is actually the original base form of the verb. Because I'm talking about a singular subject, therefore I am going to add an S at the original base form of the verb to make it become singular verb. To make it becomes singular verb. Okay, how about number 4? How about number 4? Who would like to answer number 4? Tristan. Would you like to answer number 4, Tristan?
Okay.
Okay.
The students goes out the room.
Okay, so what is our correct answer? Go, goes.
Go.
Go. So take note, we are talking about plural subject. Therefore, we are also going to use the base form of the verb or the original form of the verb, which is go. Goes is actually a singular verb. Okay, very good, Tristan. How about number 5? Aaron. Aaron. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Miss.
Yes, can you answer number 5?
Okay. He steps on her shoes.
Okay, read first. Read first.
He blanked on her shoes.
He steps on her shoes. Okay, again, read.
He steps on her shoes.
Okay, so what will be your correct answer?
Steps.
Steps. Why is it steps? What is our subject? What is our subject? He. What is he? Is it singular or plural? He. Are we talking about singular person or plural person or plural subject? He. For example, Nicholas. We are talking about Nicholas. Then we will call him he. What is Nicholas? Singular or plural? Ah,
It's singular.
singular. Very good. So singular. Okay, very good, Aaron. Thank you very much, Aaron. Okay, number 6. Who would like to read number 6? Orlando. Hi, Orlando. Can you open your cam?
I miss.
I'm not Mr. I'm Miss. Okay, but anyway, can you open your cam so that I can see your face?
Uy.
Uy, uy, uy. Where is Orlando?
Number 6.
Yeah, number 6.
The children sells their food to other children.
Okay. So what is our answer? Share or shares? Before you answer, what is our subject?
Subject their food.
Their food? No. What is our subject?
Children.
Children. Okay. What is children? Is children singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular. Okay. It's not singular, but rather it is plural. Okay? See, children is actually the plural of child. Singular is child.
Children. Yay.
Singular is child, while children is plural. Okay? So children is plural subject. So what should be the correct verb? Share or
Yes.
share? Huh? With S,
but is
huh?
shares.
With S, without S.
Without S.
Without S. Very good. We are going to use the share without S. So the children share their food to other children. Very good. Okay, number 7. Who would like to answer number 7? Number 7. Me. Who is
Nicholas.
Nicholas again? Okay, Nicholas.
The swimmer swims very well.
Okay, so what is swimmer? Singular, plural?
It's singular, so the answer is swims.
The answer is swims. Very good. Number 8. Thank you very much, Nicholas. Very good. Number 8. Yes, who would like to
Inda.
answer number 8?
Me.
Inda.
Who is me? Inda?
Yes.
Okay, Inda. Number 8.
My father saves the dog from the accident. My answer
Okay.
is saves. With S.
Saves with S. Very good. Because we are talking about father, which is a singular subject. Very good, Inda. Okay, number 9. Who would like to answer number 9? Would like to answer number 9?
Me.
Me, ha? Is that me?
Daraka.
Okay, Daraka. Okay, number 9, Daraka.
The teachers teaches the students English.
Okay. So what will be the correct answer? What is, by the way, our subject?
Teachers.
What is teachers? Is it singular or plural?
Plural.
Okay, so what should be the correct as a verb?
Teach without es.
Very good. The teachers teach the students English. Very good, Daraka. So earlier you just got confused, but now you were able to get the correct answer. Very good. Okay, who else? The last one.
Well,
Noel. Is it Noel? Noel, would you
Uh,
like to answer number 10?
The learners answer the test.
The learners answers the test. So the answer of Noel is answer. Why is it? Okay, I will try to ask Noel. Why did you get the answer? Why did you give me the correct answer as answer without the S? Because of?
Because the subject is plural.
Very good. Wow, your voice is very big. You're getting you're already
his voice is really big.
yeah. It's
Becoming
getting
older.
yes. It's
getting
becoming a
older.
man already, not a boy. Right? Okay.
So tall.
He's tall already? You're
Yes,
already tall, Noel? Where is Noel? I cannot see your face. Can I see your face, Noel?
No, I don't want to.
I haven't seen you for a long time. I haven't seen Noel for a long time, actually. He has been with me since he was young. And then later on, we had
Nicholas.
Where? What? Where are you? He went out. I cannot see him. Where is he?
Aduh, gelap.
I see you now. Oh, he's getting big. Wow. Hi, Noel. I haven't seen you actually for a long time. That is why. So you seldom attend the class, right? So I hope you will be able to attend more of our classes. Okay. So take note, this is simply just a review, okay? For all those with me for the past 3 years. So this is simply a review. For all those who are new students, so focus, look at the examples, look at the lessons that we are trying to discuss and write something on your notebook. You need to have your own notebook so that you will be able to write down on your notebook, especially the rules. Okay, the rules regarding the subject-verb agreement. So most of it is actually all the it was actually intended for the third person. So the second person and the second person and the first person, they are actually not. They are not actually regarding the subject-verb agreement. They are not considered for that one. So you might get confused about that. Okay. So these are actually the nouns. Nouns is actually a name of a person, a name of a name of a city or a place, a name of a thing, right? Name of whatever. So the different examples of nouns are cat, sack. So these are the different examples of nouns. So you can look at this. A noun can be a proper noun or a common noun. So all of those, such as cat, sack, sheep, hero, monkey, baby, and much, these are all examples of common nouns. While America is actually an example of proper noun. So I know you know all of this. So these are the examples of noun. Common noun and a proper noun. When you say proper noun, that is actually a name of a particular one, a name of a particular subject. For example, we are talking about a boy. We wanted to make the boy becomes a proper noun. Then we should have a name for that specific boy. Maybe we are talking about a boy which is actually Nicholas. So Nicholas is actually a proper noun, because it is actually the name of a boy, right? The name of a boy. While a boy or boy is actually a common noun because we can talk about different boy. Maybe we are talking about Alfonso, Orlando, Noel, Tristan, Naraka, or Nayaka. So those are boys or boys. Okay, take note when we talk about proper noun. What do you remember when we talk about proper noun? How do you write the proper noun? How do you write the proper noun? Can you remember? Can you remember how to write the proper noun? Who can still remember? For example, Samira. How do you write Samira? Because Samira is actually a proper noun. How do you write Samira? Remember? Who can still remember? Alfonso. Or you write Alfonso. How do you write Alfonso or Samira or Inda? How do you write that one?
Person.
Yes, it's a person, but how do you write it so that we will know that it is actually a proper noun?
Maybe start with the big letter.
Very good. It
capital
starts
letter.
with the capital letter. Okay, look at this. Betty Crocker. Betty Crocker, I think, is someone in America. I do not know who in particular is Betty Crocker, but it is a person, a name of a person. Right? It is a name of a person. A place can be a proper noun when we talk about place. Indonesia. Indonesia, take note, when we write Indonesia, we usually write it in a capital letter. So the first letter will be in a capital letter, such as Philippines also. Philippines, when you write Philippines, we should make the first P becomes a capital letter. Okay? So these are all nouns. A noun can be a person, a thing, an animal, a place, a quality, an idea, or an action. So it's usually a single word, but not always. Such as cake, shoes, these are single words. School bus is actually two words, but it meant only one. It is the bus that we use for those students who are attending the specific school, right? And then there are types of nouns. I already told you about the proper noun. Names of a particular person, place, organization, or thing. Again, proper nouns begin with a capital letter. Very good in that. Inda still remembers this one. Proper nouns begin with a capital letter. So look at the examples. Look at the examples. All of the examples, since we are talking about proper noun, may it be a person, may it be the name of the place, or the name of the person, or the name of something, then we are all going to start with a capital letter. We are also always going to start with a capital letter. After proper noun, there is common noun. So general or non-specific terms for a person, place, thing, or idea. So we are talking about someone, nothing in particular. So maybe we are talking about several boys, but we are not talking about one single boy. Right? So we're not actually talking about the specific boy such as Nicholas, but we are talking about the general form of the boy, wherein all of the boys can actually be as part of the subject, or it is actually the noun that we are actually trying to imply in our sentence. So take note, when we talk about common nouns, it does not need to use a capital letter. Okay? But take note, when that common noun will be, especially take note, especially if you're talking about the third person, you are actually, it starts with the specific, I mean, if you are talking about that common noun with which it will actually be at the beginning of the sentence, we are actually going to write the first letter becomes a capital letter. For example, we all know that mother is actually a common noun because we are not talking about the specific mother. We are not talking about the mother of Samira. We are not talking about the mother of Mark or something, but we are talking about all of the mothers. But since it starts with the sentence, within the sentence, then we need to capitalize the first letter of the word mother. Okay, mother likes to cook. So mother, since it is actually at the start of the sentence or it is actually at the beginning of the sentence, then I will have to capitalize the first letter of the word mother. Okay, so that is what is meant by this. Unless they begin in a sentence. So if they begin in the within the sentence, then although it is actually a common noun, still you need to write the first letter of the common noun in a capital letter. We all know these countable nouns, those that can be counted. How many eggs, how many chairs, how many tables. So these are all nouns with which you can count how many cats. There is a cat, meaning only one cat. And then there are two cats. So two cats. There are woman. Woman, by the way, is the singular subject, while woman is actually the plural subject. Okay? Country or countries. 6 countries, 1 country or a country, a woman or 1 woman, or 4 women. Okay? And then uncountables. These are all examples of noun which cannot be counted. Can you count? Can you count the milk? Can you count the milk? For example, I'm going to make a milk on a glass of water. I will have to ask you, okay, can you count the milk inside the glass of water? Can you do it? Can you be able to count it? What do you think?
No.
No, very good, Aaron. You cannot count the milk inside the glass or inside the glass, right? You cannot count it. So that is why it is uncountable noun. What other examples are we talking about? Tea, sugar, water, air, or rice. Rice, I cannot actually count rice. I do not know how many small piece of rice I was able to eat every meal, something like that. Water, when I place a water inside the glass, then I do not know how many waters is that, except for the fact that I can actually count it by the use of the glass. I know, considering that I know what is actually the capacity of the glass, that I was able to make my or to have my water. What else? So these are the different examples of countable or uncountable noun. Chairs. What is chairs? Countable, uncountable. How many chairs? Can you count? How many chairs can you see? Huh? 4. So what do you think it is? Countable or uncountable?
Countable.
Countable.
Egg. Can you see how many eggs do we have?
Yes, 3.
How many? 3. Therefore, this is countable or not?
Countable.
Countable. Milk. This one. The
Uncountable.
Uncountable.
uncountable. Honey.
Uncountable.
Uncountable.
I can say that there are actually, I do not know how to say it. Okay, how about Apple.
Countable.
Countable.
How about rice?
Uncountable.
Uncountable.
Uncountable. How about carrots?
Countable.
Countable. How about juice?
Uncountable.
Countable. Very good. Okay, how about this one? We are talking about the underlined word here, such as children, water, fire trucks, battles, and butter. So, we are going to identify whether it is countable or uncountable. Okay. The children fell asleep quickly after a busy day of fun. Children, can you count
Countable.
children? Countable. Be careful. The water is deep.
Uncountable.
Uncountable. The parade included fire trucks and police cars.
Countable.
Countable. We like the large bottles of mineral water.
Countable.
Countable. My mother uses real butter in the cakes she bakes.
Uncountable.
Countable. Very good. So it was not actually being identified how many teaspoons of butter did her mother use when baking the cake, right? That is why we cannot consider this one as countable because we cannot count it. Okay, how about this one? How many politicians does it take to pass a simple law? Politicians. Do you know what is a politician?
Maybe a group of police.
Group of police? No, they are actually the leaders that we actually vote. We vote for them. For example, they are those seated in, such as the president of Indonesia. Is it president or prime minister? I think it's president, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Politicians. What is politicians? Countable or uncountable?
Countable.
Milk.
Uncountable.
Milk, but Joey hates it. Uncountable. Most pottery is made of clay. Most pottery is made of
Uncountable.
uncountable. Michael can play several different musical instruments. Michael can play several different
Countable.
Uncountable. Maybe the instruments that he can play will be guitar, piano, drums. So you can count it, right? How many different musical instruments
Yes.
Michael play. I was feeling so stressed that I ate an entire box of cookies.
Countable.
Countable.
I was feeling so stressed that I ate an entire box of cookies. Entire box of
Countable.
countable. Very good. Okay, so it's already 8 p.m.
Wow.
So I think
So quick.
I think I know that you like this kind of lesson, okay? So that is why writing lessons actually I tried to make you become familiar with the different passages that we were able to read. So for now, we will continue with the same lessons that we had previously, right? So that you will be able to know how to use the different subject-verb agreement to be written in a sentence, and then later on you will be able to check out the errors in a sentence. You can actually check the errors in the sentence. Okay, so it's already 8:01. Wait a minute, I will try to screenshot first. So we will see each other again tomorrow, and then we will have the math class, right? So since we are going to have the math class, then I will find a new lesson. You wanted to have a new lesson wherein we will actually focus on the specific grade. I think we will focus on grade 6, 6th grade. Then after which, we will proceed with the high school already, okay? Is it okay with you? Most of you here are in grade 6 and some of you are already in grade 7 or 7th grade, right? So some also in grade 4, grade 5.
I'm
grade
grade 4.
Yeah. So we will focus for the 6th grade lesson. Is it okay? 6th grade?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Full grade.
I cannot join. Sorry.
Yes.